around citizen democracy, peer-produced education, peer-to-peer currencies. And there are things out there that I think will be investable, that will have a commercial impact as well as a societal impact. And I think it's just important to be looking for those kinds of opportunities right now, and trying to figure out, you know, I don't think you could invest in chat roulette, and I don't think you can invest in WikiLeaks, but I think you might be able to figure out a way to make money in Bitcoin. So
finance still seems to be run in this archaic way where, you know, there's very little seems to be, you know, societal benefit created. Government is still, you know, seems to be, we just saw the person who, one of the SEC commissioners who ruled on the Comcast NBC merger, just went over to Comcast and what they call regulatory capture. We still seem to have, you know, incumbents with lobbyists running most of this stuff, and I think there's, like, it seems like there's considerable risk that they you know, hinder a lot of this development. I mean, so I guess what are the particular sectors that you worry about?
We're investors in companies that are trying to address problems in finance, government, particularly voting, campaign finance, and also healthcare. And I think it's just a general idea that the internet technology is really good at removing inefficiencies. And I think there's a lot of inefficiency in those systems. A lot of those inefficiencies, I don't know how you're going to address them because you know, they're caused by things outside of companies' control. But whenever there's that sort of intractable problem, I think there's an opportunity. And, you know, when we made an investment in a company called Dixon, you know, a lot of people said, "Oh, you know, that's an awful area." But all that company is trying to do is take this sort of notion of lightweight likes and social signals into different causes. And for the first time ever, I wrote my congressperson using it. Again, it's kind of pathetic that it took that long, but you know, it made it that lightweight, and who knows where it goes, and who knows what the monetary opportunity is. But we think that, again, anytime there's that type of inefficiency, there's an opportunity.
right, the politics and government's been a terrible place to invest. Education's been a terrible place to invest, but that's because the entrenched interests make it a terrible place to invest. The way you invest in those sectors is you go against the entrenched interest. You try to disrupt the entrenched interest, not to service them. So if Dixon, you know, can be a change agent for the way, you know, elections are held and issues are settled in this country, then it could be very, very powerful, and it could be a good investment. I think education, I actually posted a video to my blog this weekend of Sal Khan on Colbert, and it was a little bit more humorous than serious, but it was Colbert. But you know what he's done all by himself, 2,400 classes. He's personally created 2,400 classes that he's made available for free on the internet. It's mind-blowing. It's like, that's like Wikipedia in a sense, what he's doing there. And when you look at, there's a Chartbeat, which is an analytics tool on Khan Academy's homepage. When you look at that, just check it out next time you go to Khan Academy. You'll see that the vast majority of people who are on Khan Academy are not in the United States. They're around the world. And this is what you were saying about the global thing. If you really want to see how the world is changing, go to Sub-Saharan Africa, or go to Southeast Asia, or go to Eastern Europe, and parts of the world that have not had things that we take for granted, and look at how they're using the internet to get the access to those things. And I think that's where you see where the big game-changing things are going to happen. I think education will change around the world more quickly than it's going to change here in this country. And I think government's going to change around the world more quickly than it's going to change in this country. And healthcare is going to change around the world more quickly than it's going to change in this country. Those changes will ultimately, I think, migrate back to the developed world from the developing world.